Am I muted?
What if I told you history could be made?
Dover gets it into Phoenix. Phoenix with 5 seconds. Doesn't seem to be in much of a hurry. He'll put up a long three. This is the shot! Westfield is sectional champion for 2016.
Led by seniors Andrew Yoder and Norman Miller, the 2015-16 Westview Warriors won their 18th sectional championship in dramatic fashion. Now what if I told you history could be repeated? What once was the most inexperienced team in Michiana is now one of the most dangerous, as senior leader Lucas Yoder looks to lead the Warriors to another sectional crown and beyond. Determination, excellence, tradition, history. This is Westview Warrior basketball.
Westview Warrior Basketball is streaming live on the World Wide Web at laguanamedia.com. Today's game is brought to you by the following gold sponsors: Riegsecker Marketplace, Height Auto Body, Laguana, and Shipshe Service. Silver sponsors are Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware, Topeka Pharmacy, Weaver Furniture, Jerry's Standard, Yoder Popcorn, Mike's Automotive Service, Fruit May Funeral Home, the Brethren Retreat, the Hometown Treasure, Yoder Insurance, Quality Floor, Fast Lane Subway, Frontline Auto Tech, by Tiffany's Restaurant, Yoder's Shipshewana Hardware, Troyer's Saddlery, Emma Warehouse, and Mercury Wireless. Our individual sponsors are Tim and Donna Height, Jim and Liz Stump, Dan and Dawn Byler, and John and Leslie Cook. Now, out to the game!
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to exciting Westview Warrior basketball at laguanamedia.com. This is Jerry Hosteller. Tonight I'm coming to you from McEwen Gym on the campus of Concord High School, where it'll be the final regular season game for each team and playing here tonight. The Westview Warriors coming in at 15-6. And the Concord Minutemen with a record of 8-13. Steve Austin, in his 9th year guiding the Concord Minutemen, has compiled a 118-win, 85-loss record at Concord. Rob Yoder picked up his 227th win at the hands of the Fremont Eagles on Tuesday evening, and a big win there after being down 14 points in the opening half. I'll be back to talk to Coach Yoder right after this 30-second timeout. We're back at Concord High School with head basketball coach Rob Yoder of the Westview Warriors. First of all, Rob, congratulations on a great win against Fremont. 24-point turnaround in that game. It was kind of a tale of two halves there again, and you guys really had a great second half especially.
Yeah, I think that obviously there's a lot of things we can take from the first half that we want to do better and improve on against their zone, and it's good to see it. And realize we're probably going to see that again in the first round of the sectional. So we get a little practice against it, and we didn't handle it as well as we should have, but we did make some adjustments and played much better in the second half, and I thought we had a lot of guys make major contributions as the game wore on. And to do it, Elijah fouled out in the third quarter, and right when we started kind of making a run, and I think that the way we were able to continue that and keep rolling, it was a good sign for our team.
Made a couple of key free throws, or a lot of key free throws down the stretch here, especially with Kenton Weaver coming off the bench. And I thought Nick Rensberger stood out also. He's been getting in the scorebook quite a bit lately.
Yeah, he's not only scoring the ball, but I think he's rebounding the ball really good. So he's definitely been consistent here the last two games, both scoring and rebounding the ball, and he makes us a lot better team when he plays that way. And so that's something that obviously we've been working with our post a lot since midpoint of the year, just really being aggressive when it's one-on-one to try to get shots out of the post, or at least catch it in the post and be an assist guy from there if you do get doubled. And so I think he's getting more comfortable playing against it. He's got a lot of games to play yet, and a lot of in his career, and a lot of time to get better. But he's showing real signs of becoming a very good player for us.
Okay, let's turn our attention to the game coming up tonight. Another NLC team with the Concord Minutemen. It looks like a fairly strong team again, a little bit better than last year possibly. What do you expect from Concord this year?
Well, I think they're athletic, at least at a few spots on the floor at all times. And then they can make it difficult for you when you're on offense and they're on defense because of their quickness. They don't have certainly don't have anything exceptional on the size, but they do have very, very good athletes that are quick on the perimeter. That'll put a lot of pressure on our offense to execute well and be able to work together to get good shots. And then defensively, Halliburton and their guard make it really, really difficult for us to stop them. We're going to have to do a good job on those two guys. They take a majority of shots, and we're going to have to really do a good job while still protecting the basket and not letting other guys get really good shots.
Do they play a zone, or do they play man?
They'll play man and zone, and I think that I don't know which they're going to do against us, but they certainly do both. But for us, I think the key is really Emmerich and Halliburton getting those two guys under control on the offensive end.
Yeah, Emmerich's their shooting guard, right?
Yeah, he plays. They both take a lot of shots, and they're both good at making shots. So we got to limit the number of shots they get. But we should expect to see 2-3 zone for sure, and expect to see some man for sure also.
You like this game to get you ready for the sectional the following week?
Absolutely. The better teams you play, I just think it makes you better. And, of course, we want to win. But you play a lot of good teams, and occasionally you're going to get beat. And we have this year. And there's no doubt if we played a typical 2A schedule with less 4 and 3As on it, we'd get a few more wins, but I don't think we'd be any farther along. I don't think we'd be as good and as ready to be our best next week in the sectional. And Concord is certainly one of those teams that's going to help us get better. We're going to have to play well. We're going to have to play fast, and it's going to be it should be a fun game for us.
Illnesses or any injuries coming into tonight's game?
We aren't injured, and our health is getting better. We're healthier all the time. Obviously, we went through some sickness there for a couple of weeks, but we're mending up pretty good from that, and we're healthy, and we've been very fortunate, and the kids have been able to play healthy almost the whole year.
Any change in the lineup tonight?
Nope, we'll start the same 5.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks.
That was Rob Yoder, head basketball coach of Westview. We'll be back with more from Concord High School right after this. When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs, or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com. Okay, we're back at Concord High School's McEwen Gym, and we're getting set to meet the starting lineups before tonight's final game of the regular season. Next week, the Concord Minutemen will be traveling over to Northside Gym to meet the Elkhart Central Blue Blazers. No, the Goshen Redskins, actually, on Tuesday night. And, of course, our Westview Warriors will be involved in the second night of the Westview sectional as they'll play Fremont next Wednesday. Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for Westview, it's Charlie Yoder at one guard. Charlie averaging 10.1 points per game in the freshman. Elijah Hales, sophomore, at the other guard position, leading scorer, 16.5 points per game. Cody Collier will be at a forward, along with Josh Hostetler. Cody with an 8.9 point per game average, and Josh with a 5.7 point per game average. And the Warriors lineup is rounded out by Nick Rensberger, averaging 6.9 points per game, and Nick coming off his best performance offensively and maybe defensively as far as rebounding is concerned, because he had a ton of rebounds as well. Nick had a 19-point game against Fremont on Tuesday evening. Now let's meet the Concord Minutemen, and we'll introduce them as they come out. Concord, of course, with a huge pep band, and this place can really get rocking. And one of the guards will be Brandon Emmerich, averaging 12.1 points per game, 5'9" senior. But the other guard will be Denzel Halliburton. He's been nursing back problem and also groin issues, but is going to play tonight. It was questionable. Marvell Danner will be at a third guard. He's a 5'10" senior. One of the forward positions will be Matt Auger, a 6'1" junior. And at the center position will be 6'4" junior Grant Magnuson. Big guy, 6'4", but he looks like a football player out there. Good to have you aboard tonight. We get set for basketball. Jamie Miller and Dan Byler both out of town tonight, so I'll be by myself, so bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Good to have you aboard. Looking forward to the sectional next week. But first, we have some business to take care of tonight as the Warriors and the Minutemen do battle here at Concord High School. Tip is controlled by Concord, and that's Denzel Halliburton with it. He'll go to Marvell Danner. Danner bounce passes it inside to Auger, then to Danner, and he drives, puts it up, and we have an offensive foul called against Marvell Danner. Sorry we weren't able to bring you live video tonight, but it is a school policy here at Concord High School that they do not allow live video during basketball games. So we're going to be delaying that. That will come out sometime next week. Hopefully by Tuesday you'll be able to watch this game. We will be live for the sectional next Wednesday. No score. Westview with a basketball for the first time. Cody Collier bounce passes it to Rensberger, top of the circle. Now to Charlie Yoder. I will be doing radio play-by-play tonight, so you're going to get a lot more detail because we're not bringing the video to you live, as I mentioned. Rensberger now to Charlie Yoder, back to Rensberger, high on the left wing. The Warriors are moving to the be the west basket here at Concord High School. And they're, of course, in the road red uniforms with gold numbers trimmed in black. Concord in their home whites with green numbers and letters, and they are trimmed in black as well. Charlie Yoder out front now between the circles. Concord comes out in a man-to-man. Elijah Hales, he'll go right side to Josh Hostetler way out front. Bounce passes it right side to Rensberger. Now to Collier, high post right side. He'll give off to Josh Hostetler. 6:25 to go in the first quarter. Rensberger to Collier, back to Charlie for three, and he hits! Charlie shooting 31% from the beyond the arc. Hits the first basket of this ball game, and the Warriors up 3-zip. Inside, Magnuson now for Concord. Gets it out of trouble out front to Halliburton. Halliburton working between the circles. He'll go right side with it to Emmerich. Emmerich bounce passes it down low to Matt Auger. Auger drives, puts it up, and he's blocked by Charlie, but Charlie picks up the foul. Charlie Yoder, his first foul tonight. First foul on either team. And that will send the 6'1" junior Matt Auger to the free throw line, and he'll be shooting two. Oh, that's right. We did have, thanks, Roger, our engineer reminded me, there was an offensive foul on Concord to start this ball game. So both teams with one foul apiece. And Auger hits his first free throw to make it a 3-1 ball game with 5:53 to go in the first quarter. Auger's second shot spins around and goes in. Inbound pass comes to Elijah Hales to Josh Hostetler as they cross the timeline. He'll go left side to Charlie Yoder, back out front to Elijah Hales. He drives the lane, puts it up, and hits. 5-2 now, Westview by 3. 5:35 to go in the first quarter. With the ball is Marvell Danner. He'll go right side with it to Emmerich. Emmerich at 5'9", he's a senior. Now driving with the ball is Danner. Out front, it'll come to Brandon Emmerich. Then left side to Danner. Danner bounce passes it down low to the big guy Magnuson, and we have a traveling violation on Magnuson. So a turnover on Concord, and Westview will inbound it underneath the Concord basket off to the left. Little pressure being put on by Concord, and Josh Hostetler lobs it over the defense to Elijah Hales, and he drives it all the way down the lane, puts it up and in. Westview up by 5 now, 7-2 with 5 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first quarter. With the ball is Danner. He'll go left side to Halliburton. Halliburton gets it to Danner. His long three is off the mark. Rensberger with a rebound. Outlet pass quickly to Elijah Hales. Hales up top to Rensberger, top of the circle. He'll go right side with it to Collier. Now down on the baseline, low on the right side to Hales. He'll cross-court it to Charlie Yoder, and his shot from there is no good. Tipped into the hands of Denzel Halliburton, and back come the Minutemen. With the ball is Emmerich. Emmerich will take the shot beyond the arc, and he hits. Emmerich from the left side, just beyond the arc, put it in, and we've got a 2-point ball game now. Westview still with the lead, but just by 2, 7-5. 4:15 to go in the first quarter. Josh Hostetler get it into the hands of Yoder. Now to Collier, and Collier's shot from the corner left side is good. Cody with his first 2 tonight. And that puts Westview up by 4 now. just under 4 minutes to go in the first period. With the ball is Danner. Danner goes left side to Emmerich. Emmerich, a long three, is short off the front of the iron. Rebound pulled out of there by Hales. Good pass underneath to Collier, and he lays it in. What a beauty. 11-5, Westview up 6. Brandon Emmerich now. Bounce passes it down low to Magnuson, and he's fouled this time. It looked like Josh Hostetler got his hand in there and reached in. They're going to actually call it on Rensberger. Nick Rensberger picks up the personal. His first. Concord will be inbounding it underneath their own bucket off to the right. Brandon Emmerich bounce passes it into Jack Queen Booth Summers. And now the pass and the shot's up by Halliburton. No good. Rebound Charlie Yoder. Back come the Warriors. Elijah Hales on the right side. Lobs it inside to Josh Hostetler. He'll get it out of trouble to Collier at the free throw line. In and out. No good on his shot. Rebounds pulled down by Booth Summers. And he'll get it into the hands of Anthony Kyle, who's checked in. Kyle working right wing. Bounce passes it down low on the baseline to Booth Summers. They'll swing it back out front to Emmerich. Emmerich bounce passes it down to Mitchell. Now in the lane, and the shot's up and no good by Booth Summers. Rebound chased down by Anthony Kyle rather. And they'll work it around out front. And it's going to be a turnover down on the baseline as Concord tried to bounce pass it across the baseline. The pass was intended for Emmerich, and it goes out of bounds. Josh Hostetler will come out of the ball game as Lucas Yoder comes in for the first time tonight. And Lucas will inbound to Elijah Hales. 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Westview up 11-5 over Concord. Hales in the center circle, waiting for the offense to set up, calls out the play. And here we go. Bounce pass to Collier, high post right side. Has it stripped away with the steal is Halliburton. He'll bring it up. Quick pass underneath, and the bucket's good by Cedric Mitchell. 11-7, Westview with the ball and the lead. Hales gets it to Rensberger between the circles out front. He'll go right side to Elijah Hales. Hales on the wing. He'll pop a three, misses, and all alone for the rebound is Booth Summers. Brandon Emmerich. Inside pass now to Booth Summers. He gives it up inside to Mitchell, and he puts it in, and he's fouled. Basket will count. Concord pulls back within 2 now. And at the free throw line, Anthony Kyle will attempt to make this a 3-point play. Minute 52 to go in the first quarter. Shot by Mitchell's off the mark. No good. Rebound Lucas Yoder. Outlet pass comes to Elijah Hales. Hales works it right wing, gets it back out front. Lucas Yoder couldn't find the handle. Ball stolen away and grabbed by Mitchell, and it goes out of bounds. Good defense by the Warriors. It will belong to Concord as they'll inbound underneath their own basket off to the right. Denzel Halliburton will bring it in. Halliburton was questionable. They thought they might hold him out of this game to get him ready for the sectional, but he's back in there tonight. Suffered a groin injury earlier in the year and a back injury, but seems to be doing okay. We have an offensive foul now caught on Concord underneath their own basket. Booth Summers, I believe, picked that foul up. And it is Booth Summers, 6'5" senior, picking up the foul, and that'll be his first. Westview bringing it up. Elijah Hales with the ball. He'll stop between the circles, then move it right side a little bit. Bounce passes it to Kenton Weaver, who's checked in for the Warriors. Kenton coming off a good ball game against Fremont, scoring 5 points, and thinking about, or all of those came from the free throw line. 11-9, driving as Hales puts it up too hard off the glass, and the rebound pulled down by Halliburton. All the way down to Danner. Danner into the hands of Booth Summers. His shot's off the mark, too long, but grabbed underneath, and the pass goes from Anthony Kyle to Booth Summers, and he hits. 11-11, we're all tied up. Lucas Yoder drives, puts it up, he's fouled. It'll be a blocking foul called on Concord, and it'll be a shooting foul. So Lucas Yoder will be shooting 2 from the free throw line with 38.3 seconds to go in the opening quarter. Lucas hasn't scored tonight. He's shooting 66.7% for the free throw line. Free throw is short. He'll get one more. The Warriors with Hales and Charlie Yoder in the backcourt. Lucas Yoder and Kenton Weaver, Nick Rensberger in there. Lucas misses them both, and we have a tie-up underneath, and on the alternating possession, it's going to stay in the hands of Westview. Second ticked off the clock, 37.1 seconds to go. Elijah Hales inbounding underneath the Westview basket off to the left. Lucas Yoder with the ball, left wing. He'll drive the lane and give off right side to Rensberger, to Charlie Yoder out front. Now to Elijah, and it looks like the Warriors are going to spread it out and take the last shot. We're down to 20 seconds now to go in the first quarter. Charlie Yoder gives it back to Hales out front. Hales bounce passes it to Kenton Yoder. Yoder in the center circle is double teamed, but he gets out of trouble to Elijah Hales. We're down to 7 seconds. Long three by Charlie is good. Nothing but net from the right side. His second three of the evening. Last second shot by Concord just about went in and hit the glass and bounced off the front of the rim. So we played 8 minutes of exciting basketball here at McEwen Gym at Concord High School, and our score, Westview 14 and Concord 11. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Fever, sore throat, body aches. Yes, the flu season is here, so how do you protect yourself? Well, talk to the friendly pharmacists at Topeka Pharmacy about getting a flu shot. They're free with most insurance plans. No insurance? Pay $32 for the regular dose or $60 for the senior dose, and you'll receive a $5 gift card for your next visit. No appointment needed and no prescription needed for those 11 years and older. Many other immunizations are available. Call 260-593-2252 or stop by Topeka Pharmacy in downtown Topeka.
Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
And we're back at McEwen Gym, and we've begun the second quarter, and Concord scored right off its first possession of the second quarter as Brandon Emmerich put it in from the left side. Westview with the ball now. Bounce pass down low. It'll come to Elijah Hales. He'll drive it down to the baseline, be double teamed there. He'll get it to Lucas Yoder for three. He misses. Rensberger with the offensive rebound. The putback's no good, but Nick was fouled, and he'll be shooting 2. Westview up by 1, 14-13. With about 45 seconds gone here in the second quarter. Nick Rensberger hits his first free throw of the evening, shooting 73.7% from the charity stripe. And he'll get another. And he hits again, and that gives Westview a 3-point lead. Nick will come out. Cody Collier coming back in now. So we have Kenton Weaver, Charlie Yoder, Elijah Hales, Lucas Yoder out on the court. Concord bringing it up. Brandon Emmerich, their leading scorer, with the basketball. They give off to Lucchese. Now they'll swing it right side to Emmerich. Emmerich tries to bounce pass it inside. Good defense that time by Lucas Yoder. Knocked it away. And a quick timeout called by Westview after the steal.
30-second timeout.
We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout. The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com. And we're back. 7 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first half. Westview 16, Concord 13. Westview with the basketball. Charlie Yoder out front between the rings. He'll go left side with it to Elijah Hales. He'll take it all the way down to the baseline. He double teamed there and gets it out of trouble at Charlie Yoder out front. Charlie fakes left, goes right on the pass to Elijah Hales down the right wing. Top of the circle will come to Kenton Weaver. Now left side of Charlie Yoder. He'll get it to Cody Collier, high post left side. Now to Elijah Hales right. Back to Charlie on the wing left side. 6.5 minutes now to go in the half. Westview up 3. Charlie Yoder up top to Lucas Yoder. Now right side will come to Hales. He takes it into the lane, scoops it up, misses a shot. Charlie Yoder with a rebound. He's being hawked on defense and double teamed. Ball knocked out of bounds, and it was last touched by Concord, so the Warriors will attempt to inbound it underneath their own bucket off to the left. Marvell Danner comes out along with Cedric Mitchell. Lucas Yoder comes to the bench for the Warriors. Coming in for him, let's see, it's Josh Hostetler. Lob inside to Collier. Collier turns, puts it up, scores, and he's fouled. Good job by Cody. Under heavy pressure that time, was able to get the shot off and get it to go, and he's standing at the free throw line ready to hit a free throw here. Cody with 6 points. He's a 73% free throw shooter. He misses that one. With the rebound is Magnuson. Magnuson to Denzel Halliburton. Right side will come to Lucchese, right back to Halliburton. Furman's checked into the ball game for Concord. He's number 34. With the ball now is Halliburton at the free throw line. Bounce passes it down low. It'll come to Magnuson. He tries to move in, loses the ball, but it goes right into the hands of Herman, and he lays it in. 18-15, Westview up by 3, and they have the ball. Kenton Weaver gets it to Collier. Collier bounce passes it down low to Elijah Hales. Good spin move, puts it up, and he's called for traveling. Turnover on the Warriors, and Concord will bring it back up. 5:34 to go in the first half. Brandon Emmerich, 5'9" senior, brings it across the timeline. He'll work it left side. Into the hands, it'll come to Danner. Marvell Danner goes left side with it on a lazy pass, and it's picked off. It's intended for Lucchese. Lucas Yoder with it, high on the right wing. He'll go up front to Collier. Now right side will come to Josh Hostetler. Down on the baseline, right side to Charlie Yoder. Charlie to Lucas, out front to Elijah Hales. He's looking back at head coach Rob Yoder for instructions. He'll back out now. Denzel Halliburton on him like glue. Bounce pass to Josh Hostetler. Now to Lucas at the free throw line. To Collier out front. Cody looking for help. He'll give it back to Lucas. Now they'll come left side to Charlie. Now to Elijah down low on the left side. Now up top, it'll come to Josh Hostetler. Back to Elijah, top of the circle. Left side to Charlie Yoder. Concord stays in that man-to-man. Long three by Josh is short, falls off the front of the rim, and the rebound's pulled down by Halliburton. Halliburton, right side pass. Once again, Lucchese can't get it inside, and it's stolen by Charlie Yoder. Back come the Warriors again. Hales drives it, fakes, puts it up, has it blocked. Rebound Halliburton, he'll get it ahead. Breakaway layup for Emmerich. Emmerich now with 7, 18-17. Warriors holding on to a 1-point lead, and we have a traveling violation underneath on Lucas Yoder. 3:52 now to go in the first half. Our score, Westview 18 and Concord 17, so a chance for the Minutemen to take the lead here. Marvell Danner out front. He'll go right side with it to Emmerich. Inside, shots off the mark, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Concord will be Westview basketball. Josh Ostetler inbounds it to Elijah Hales, and he'll walk it up with 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Westview holding on to a slim 1-point lead, 18-17. Elijah picks up his dribble, gives off out front to Charlie Yoder. Now Elijah will take his place at the top of the circle. Bounce passes it to Cody, goes through his hands, ends up right side with it, and gives it up to Nick Rensberger, who's come way outside. Josh Ostetler now left side, back to Nick, way out front. Nick will try to lay a screen for Elijah Hales, and he gets the pass off to Collier, now to Charlie Yoder. Charlie bounce passes it to Elijah, out front, right side. Bounce pass to Nick Rensberger now. Now to Elijah on the right wing. He'll drive it down to the baseline, puts it up, misses. Rebound by Rensberger, and the putback is good. First two from the field for Nick tonight. He has 4. 20-17 now. The Warriors back up by 3. With the ball is Danner. He'll take the shot from 17. He banks it in, and he's fouled.
Basket's good by Marvell Danner.
So Danner with his first 2 tonight. Charlie Yoder picks up his second foul tonight. And Danner could tie it up if he hits his free throw for Concord. And he misses, and the rebound pulled out of there by Rensberger. Into the hands now of Elijah Hales. He'll bounce past the left side to Rensberger, now to Charlie Yoder. Back out front to Rensberger, to Cody Collier. He'll hand it off to Josh Ostetler on the right side, and Josh will dribble it up front. Now to Elijah Hales. Hales drives it, picks up his dribble, gives off to Collier. He'll go right side with it to Charlie Yoder. 2 minutes to go in this first half. Westview by 1, 20-19. Elijah Hales holding left side. Cody Collier on the pass, takes it into the lane and puts it up and in. Cody now with 8. Concord with the ball now. Marvell Danner goes right side with it to Halliburton in the corner. 1.5 minutes to go in the first half. Driving, getting it inside to Magnuson, and he traveled. So the Warriors will get it back with a 3-point lead, 22-19. Back into the contest for Concord is Cedric Mitchell, a 6'1 senior. And coming out of the ball game will be Grant Magnuson. Elijah Hales bounce passes it right side to Josh Ostetler. 1:17 to go in the first half. Cody Collier now with it. He'll go right side to Josh Ostetler. Now to Charlie Yoder way out front. Warriors might just try to hold it for the last shot as we're inside a minute now of this first half. Nick Rensberger picks up his dribble, gives it inside right at the free throw line to Collier. Collier's not finding any room. Tries to get the pass to Elijah Hales, but it's stolen. And driving all the way down and laying it in is Marvell Danner. Concord once again back within 1, 22-21. Westview with the basketball. Elijah Hales crossing the timeline with 30 seconds to go in the first half. Good ball game from Concord tonight. And a quick first half. Charlie Yoder works at top of the circle. 15 seconds to go in the first half. Josh Ostetler takes it all the way down on the right side and gives off out front to Elijah Hales. Hales being hawked on defense, and we have a whistle, and a foul's going to be called. A hold's going to be called on Concord's Marvell Danner. Back into the ball game for Concord is Grant Lucchese, and Danner will come out with 6 seconds to go in the first half. Elijah Hales inbounding for the Warriors underneath their own basket off to the right. Hales bounce passes it into Collier. Quick shot is up, no good, hits the side of the backboard, but out to Charlie Yoder. He'll drive, puts it up, scores, and the buzzer sounds. We've seen a couple of those this year. The first regular field goal of the half for Charlie Yoder. That gives him 8 for the first half, and the Warriors will go to the locker room with a 3-point lead. It's Westview 24 and Concord 21. And I'll be back with more from Concord High School right after this timeout at halftime. I'll be back to take a look at scoring right after this.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
Fever, sore throat, body aches. Yes, the flu season is here, so how do you protect yourself? Well, talk to the friendly pharmacists at Topeka Pharmacy about getting a flu shot. They're free with most insurance plans. No insurance? Pay $32 for the regular dose or $60 for the senior dose, and you'll receive a $5 gift card for your next visit. No appointment needed and no prescription needed for those 11 years and older. Many other immunizations are available. Call 260-593-2252 or stop by Topeka Pharmacy in downtown Topeka.
And we're back at Concord High School, or I'm back, I should say. Kind of missed my color commentators tonight. Jamie and Dan both out of town, so I'm here all by myself. So let's take a look at halftime scoring, and our halftime score is Westview 24 and Concord 21. First of all, for Westview, they have 2 players with 8 points each, those being Charlie Yoder, came in with a 10.1 point per game average. He had 2 3-pointers in that first half, and he hit a little runner down the lane right at the end of the first half for a regular field goal to give him his 8. Cody Collier also with 8 markers, all coming from the field on regular field goals. Also in the book for the Warriors is Elijah Hales with 2 regular field goals for 4 points. And also with 4 points was Nick Rensberger on a field goal and 2 free throws. So that rounds out the scoring for the Westview Warriors with 24 points on the board after the first 16 minutes of basketball, scoring 14 in the first quarter and 10 in the second quarter. Now turning our attention to the Concord Minutemen. Brandon Emmerich, their leading scorer, finished up the first half with 9 points. And that he is their leading scorer. Cedric Mitchell had 4 on 2 regular field goals. Also with 4 points, Marvell Danner on 2 regular field goals. And with 2 points each were 5'7" senior Kyle Anthony on a field goal. Jaquan Booth Summers on a field goal for his 2 points. Nathan Herman off the bench, a 6'4" senior, with a field goal for 2. And Matt Auger, one of their starting forwards, 6'1" junior with 2 free throws for 2 points. And that gives Concord their 21 points here at halftime. Concord put 11 on the board in the first quarter and scored 10 more in the second quarter. It's been quite a ball game. Concord hasn't gotten over the hump, though. They've come close, but we're unable to tie it. And it's 24-21 at halftime. They're having a shooting contest similar to what we do at Westview during the halftime break to raise money for the athletic boosters. A lot of kids lined up on the court. I'll be back with more from Concord High School as we get set for second half action right after this 2-minute timeout.
Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973.
When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
From Jamestown to Jonesville, from North Salem to South Milford, from River Forest to Grass Creek. No matter where you live in Indiana, you can enjoy high school sports coverage at its very best on the IHSAA Champions Network, presented by Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. It's 35 powerhouse radio stations, Fox Sports Indiana, and the World Wide Web, combining their vast resources to blanket the state, the Midwest, and the world with the purest, most riveting presentation of high school sports in America. From Anderson to Attica, Kendallville to Kokomo, follow the high school sports that make our state great all season long. Thank you, Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, and welcome home.
And while we have time here at halftime, we're about 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. Our halftime score, Westview leading Concord by a score of 24-21 as the Warriors try to improve their record and in the regular season on a positive note. If they win tonight, they pick up their 16th victory of the 2016-17 season, and Concord looking for their 9th win. Good ball game so far. Just 3 points divide the two teams tonight. Westview with the advantage at this point. Well, we have a little time here. Take a look at the Westview sectional coming up next week. There will be one game on Tuesday night. By the way, the teams involved in the Westview sectional again this year will be LaVille, Prairie Heights, of course, a Northeast Corner Conference opponent of the Warriors. Bremen is also in that field. Fremont, another Northeast Corner Conference opponent of Westview. Very familiar after that game on Tuesday night. Of course, Westview. Whitko Wildcats. It's always fun. It's good to have them back on our schedule, as Whitco normally has a very respectable team, and again this year they're having a respectable season with a 13-8 record coming into tonight's action. And of course Central Noble, very respectable also, and another Northeast Corner Conference opponent. It's also in our sectional. Central Noble will brings a 10-12 record into action tonight. So it's LaVille, Prairie Heights, Bremen, Fremont, Westview, Whitco, and Central Noble. And this is how we line up. On Tuesday night, it'll be the Prairie Heights Panthers at just one victory this year for Prairie Heights after a tremendous season last year that lost a lot of talent off that team, as you well know. 1-20 is Prairie Heights coming into sectional action on Tuesday. They'll be facing the Bremen Lions, who are 7-15. They're in a rebuilding process. Then on Wednesday evening, the first game will feature our Warriors against the Fremont Eagles in that rematch from this last Tuesday, where the Warriors came back from a big deficit, a 14-point deficit, to defeat Fremont by 10 points. So a 24-point turnaround for the Warriors on Tuesday evening. Fremont brings a 14-7 record into that game. Well, depending on what happens tonight. These are, of course, current records. Westview will either be 16-6 or 15-7 going into the game on Wednesday night. That'll be the first game on Wednesday, which will start at 6 p.m. By the way, we will bring you all the Westview games in the sectional, and they will be live video. And in the second game on Wednesday evening, it'll be the Whitco Wildcats at 13-8 against Central Noble. The Cougars are coming into tonight's game at 10-12. Then LaVille, the LaVille Lancers drew the bye this year, and so they won't play until the semifinals on Friday night, and they will play the winner of the Prairie Heights Bremen game in the first game. And then, of course, the second game on Friday night will feature the winner of the Fremont Westview and winner of the Central Noble Whitco game. So that's a look at the Westview sectional. I can't believe it, but it's coming up already next week from Westview High School. And we hope you can get your sectional tickets and come out and see the games live at Westview. It's always an exciting time of the year with Hoosier hysteria. But if you can't, like I mentioned, we will bring you all the games, all the Westview games, that is, live on video. We're sorry we couldn't bring you video tonight. As I mentioned earlier, it's a school policy here at Concord, and some of the other schools, especially in Elkhart County, do not allow live video for their varsity basketball teams. And we respect that, so we're glad we could bring you live audio tonight, and you will be able to watch this game when we get it up probably next week, next Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday of next week. Both teams have returned from their locker room. And Roger, if you've got a spot queued up, we could use a 30-second timeout right now.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com.
Westview comes out with the basketball first here, and they're spreading it out, waiting for that as Concord's come out in a 2-1-2 or 2-3, it looks like, zone. Now we'll run a play. Good lob inside from Elijah Hales to Cody Collier, and it works to a tee as Cody puts in his 10th point of the evening, so he's in double digits, and it gives Westview a 5-point lead. 26-21 is our score. Concord with the ball for the first time in the second half. Danner with it out front. Now Magnuson gets it, high post right side, and he hits a 2. 26-23. Elijah Hales now between the circles, goes right side with it to Charlie Yoder. Back out front it'll come to Elijah. 2-3 zone by Concord. They were man most of the first half. Charlie Yoder in the corner right side will bring it back out on a dribble out front and then call for help as Josh Hostetler comes out and they'll hit him with the pass. Josh gets help from Elijah. Elijah gets a pick from Cody Collier. His shot's no good from about 16 feet out. Pulling down the rebound is our guard, Brandon Emmerich. Emmerich all the way down into the lane, gives off to Magnuson, fakes, puts it up off the glass and good. Magnuson, after being shut out in that first half, has scored the first 4 points for Concord of this second half. 26-25, Westview with the slimmest of margins lead. Josh Hostetler to Elijah Hales. Hales goes left side to Charlie Yoder, now back out front to Elijah. Elijah walks it into the center circle, and he's going to set up a play. Elijah looks inside and bounce passes it right side to Collier, right back out front to Elijah. Elijah tries to drive on Emmerich, and it gives off to Josh Hostetler, now to Cody Collier. The left side pass comes to Charlie Yoder. 5 minutes and 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. Westview by 1, 26-25. Josh Hostetler now to Cody Collier. Right side it'll come to Elijah Hales. Down low to Rensberger. Looks for the shot, can't find it. Now to Rensberger. Collier 16-footer's good. Cody now with 12. And the Warriors back up by 3, 28-25. Denzel Halliburton goes right side with it to Marvell Danner. Danner brings it all the way out to the center circle. They go left side with it to Halliburton. Halliburton bounce passes it to Auger. Inside to Magnuson. Quickly they'll swing it around to Danner. Danner drives it into the lane, puts it up off the glass. No good. We have a charging foul on Marvell Danner, and that'll be his third. Case comes back in for Concord. Coming out will be Danner with 3 fouls, as I mentioned. Josh Hostetler bounce passes it in to Elijah Hales, now to Charlie Yoder. Charlie crosses the timeline, goes left side with it to Elijah. Elijah gets a pick this time from Josh Hostetler, passes it to Charlie. His shot's a little long. Tipped out into the hands of Elijah Hales from Josh Hostetler. Inside pass to Rensberger. Rensberger double teamed in the corner. And we have a quick timeout called by Coach Yoder. 30-second timeout's called here. 28-25. We'll be back right after this short timeout. Runner's up and good as he banks it home. 10 points now for Charlie. Collier with 12 and Charlie with 10. 30-25, Westview up by 5. Inside, Auger drives, puts it up, misses, but we have a hack, and that's going to be Charlie, and that'll be his third. Matt Auger with the free throws coming his way, a 6'1 junior. Already hit 2 from the charity stripe tonight. First one's up, in and out, no good. He'll get another. Lucas Yoder coming in for Charlie Yoder. Charlie will come down and take a rest with 3 fouls. Matt Auger with one more free throw coming his way. Westview has had the lead from the get-go. Never has relinquished it. Auger misses both free throws. Hales with the rebound, and he'll bring it all the way down. He's double teamed out front as Concord tries to trap. Collier, wide open shot from the free throw line, turns around and pops it in. He has 14. Good game tonight for Cody Collier. He had 22 against Hamilton. That's his high for the year. But he has 12 here, or 14 rather, here tonight. Shot by Magnuson's no good, a little short, but he was fouled. So now the senior, or junior rather, Grant Magnuson will go to the free throw line shooting a pair. 32-25 is our score. Third quarter, 3:11 to go. Magnuson eyes the basket and flies and hits. 5 now for Magnuson. Coming out of the ball game is Auger for the Minutemen, and back in is Cedric Mitchell, 6'1" senior. Shot by Magnuson's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Nick Rensberger. Bounce passes it to Elijah Hales, and Hales runs it across the timeline. Nearing the 3-minute mark to go here in the third quarter. Westview by 6, 32-26. Hales drives on Halliburton, pulls it all the way down into the corner right side, and gives off to Josh Ostetler out front to Lucas Yoder. Back to Josh on the wing, down in the corner right side to Nick Rensberger. Rensberger with a pass to Josh Ostetler, now into the hands of Elijah Hales. Hales takes it right side on the dribble, bounce pass down low to Rensberger. Strong move inside by Nick, and he puts it up and in. Nick with 6. Coming off a fantastic performance on Tuesday night against Fremont, canning 19 points against the Eagles. Inside pass to Magnuson. He'll put it up too strong, and Josh Ostetler in a good block out on Cedric Mitchell for the rebound. He'll give it to Elijah Hales. Right side to Lucas, right back to Elijah out front. He'll drive it down the lane, runners up, and no good. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Concord as they knocked it out of bounds. So it'll be Westview ball. Herman in for Concord, and coming to the bench is Magnuson. Herman, a big guy also, 6'4", and a senior. Lucas Yoder with the inbound pass to Elijah Hales, now to Collier, just beyond the free throw line right side, and he hits again. Cody, a hot hand tonight, 16 now for Cody, and a timeout is called by Steve Austin and the Concord Minutemen as the Westview Warriors have opened up a 10-point lead against Concord here late in the third quarter. We'll be back right after this 30-second timeout.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing. The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana.
And we're back at Concord after the timeout. Luke Casey with the ball out front. He'll go right side with it to Halliburton. Halliburton into the lane, puts it up on the jumper and got it. 36-28, Westview with the basketball up 8. Minute 28 to go in the third quarter. Cody Collier gives it to Kenton Weaver, who's just come in. Lucas Yoder now out front to Kenton. He'll go right side with it to Elijah Hales. Hales drives it, pulls it out on the wing right side, and gives off out front to Kenton Weaver. Weaver looks for the backdoor, can't find it, but bounces it down low to Nick Rensberger. He can't find the basket, so he'll give it up outside. Swing it around the perimeter and then give off to Hales. Now Collier right side, his shot's up, no good. Loose on the floor. still loose, and we've got a tie up. And we're going to have a held ball. And on the alternating possession, it will belong to Concord. 51.1 second to go in the third quarter. Westview holding on to an 8-point lead at 36-28. Inbound pass comes to Emmerich from Lucchese. Lucchese gets the ball back, bounce passes it down low to Herman. He tries to drive it, can't do it, gets it inside to Emmerich, and we have a whistle and a foul's called against Westview inside. And let's see who that was called against. It's going to be 25, and that'd be Cody Collier. Cody, that's just his first foul tonight. Concord inbounding. They'll get it into Emmerich. They'll swing it out front now to Lucchese, swinging around all the way to the left side to Halliburton. He drives it into the lane, puts it up and in. 4 now for Halliburton. Came in with an 11.9 point per game average. 36-30, Westview by 6 with 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Kenton Weaver with the ball. He takes it left side and pulls it back out front in the center circle. Ball loose. Chase down. Ball goes last touch by, they're going to say Westview. So it's going to be Concord ball. I don't think either, or at least 2 of the officials didn't know who touched it last. Emmerich with the ball now for Concord with 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Westview by 6. Fourth shot from 3 is going to be no good by Marvell Danner. Couldn't get a clear shot. Good defense by Westview, and we've played 3 quarters of basketball now from McEwen Gym at Concord High School. And our score after 3, Westview 36 and Concord 30. I'll be back with the 4th and final quarter of this basketball game, of course pending overtime, right after this.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands, or check us out on Facebook, or visit our website at thehometowntreasure.com.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
And we're underway here in the fourth quarter. Westview up by 6, 36-30 in the final game of the regular season for both of these teams out here tonight. Both teams advance to the sectional next week. Westview with the ball. Charlie Yoder, Kent Weaver, right side. Elijah Hales for 3, and he hits. That's the first 3 of the evening for Elijah tonight. Westview now up by 9, 39-30. A ball almost stolen by Kenton Weaver. Magnuson backdoor pass, beautiful play. As Cedric Mitchell puts it in, and he's fouled in the process. Foul will be called on 5'9" junior Kenton Weaver, his first foul of the evening. And that will send Cedric Mitchell to the line in an attempt to complete the old-fashioned three-point play. Mitchell was 6 tonight. Shots up and good by Mitchell. 39-33, Westview by 6. Pass inside, tipped away and out of bounds by Emmerich, who hustled back on defense, got his hand in there, knocked it out of bounds. Elijah Hales will trigger it in for the Warriors underneath their own basket off to the right. Hale still looking to get it in, and we have a 5-second call. It seemed pretty fast. Coach Yoder very upset about it. So it's a turnover on Westview as Concord will inbound underneath the Westview basket. Concord down by 6. 7 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Halliburton dishes it inside to Magnuson on a quick pass, and Magnuson with his 7th point of this second half. 39-35, back to a 4-point ball game now. Westview still with the lead. Kenton Weaver, left side, gives it off to Charlie Yoder. Now to Elijah Hales, high on the left wing. He'll pull it out front. Picks up his dribble and gives off to Kenton Weaver. Weaver drives it into the lane, dishes it off left side to go to Nick Rensberger. Now to Cody Collier. Collier loses it out front. We have a tie-up. I think it's going to be Westview ball on the alternate. No, they're going to give it to Concord. Okay. That's right. As we inbounded it to begin this second half, or fourth quarter rather. Inbounding will be Brandon Emmerich. Emmerich bounce passes it into Marvell Danner. Concord with the ball, chasing 4. Danner out front in the center circle. Bounce passes it. Cedric Mitchell inside Magnuson. Goes right back to Mitchell. Mitchell loses it. Loose on the floor. Cody Collier pushes it forward. Picked up by Charlie Yoder. Good hustle. With the ball now is Elijah Hales. Bounce passes it to Charlie Yoder way out front. He'll go left side with it to Hales. Hales high on the left wing. Bounce pass down low to Collier. He has it slapped out of bounds from behind by Cedric Mitchell. Now Hales will inbound at this time on the left side of the Westview basket underneath. And he gets it in, but it's stolen by Emmerich. Emmerich got his arm in there and stole it away. Drives it down the lane. Bounce passes it to Magnuson, and Magnuson is fouled as he attempted to go up for the shot. I believe it'll be a shooting foul for Magnuson. Concord has battled back within 4 now, and a chance to cut it down even lower. It won't be a shooting foul, so Concord will be inbounding underneath their own basket off to the right. First foul on Josh Hostetler tonight. Emmerich takes it down the baseline on the inbound pass. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Westview ball on the turnover. Josh Hostetler will inbound it for the Warriors underneath their own bucket. Underneath Concord's bucket, rather. Gets it into Elijah Hales. Hales crosses the timeline on the pass to Rensberger. Give and go to Elijah. Throws it up toward the basket. He's losing his balance. Picked up by Concord. Charlie Yoder came in from behind, and I believe Charlie's going to pick up his 4th foul on a reach in. Like Charlie was moving in for the steal, but couldn't avoid the body contact. That'll be number 4 on Charlie. 5:23 to go in the 4th quarter. Westview by 4, 39-35 over Concord. Concord will be inbounding with Denzel Halliburton. Elijah Hales had been shaken up a little bit. He gets back up now after tying his shoe, I believe. Marvell Danner with the inbound pass from Halliburton. He'll work out front. Goes right side and hands it off to Emmerich. Emmerich will swing it around left side. Out of Magnuson. Backdoor to Emmerich, and he hits and he's fouled. Basket will count. Cody Collier picks up his 2nd foul. And now Concord's right back within 2. 39-37. And now 1 as Emmerich completes a 3-point play. Emmerich having a good evening in the scoring department with 10 points now. 39-38. Westview needs a basket. Charlie Yoder with it. He'll swing it out front, give off to Elijah Hales. Hales goes right side to Nick Rensberger. Rensberger pulls it out to Charlie Yoder. Charlie on the pass left side to Nick Rensberger. As Coach Yoder mentioned in the pregame interview, he likes a good competitive team, Concord, going into to play them, going into the sectional action next week. Good drive to the basket, but a miss by Elijah Hales. Pulled out of there by Denzel Halliburton, and back come the Minutemen, a chance to take the lead. With the ball out front is Marvell Danner. Westview, of course, in a man-to-man. Emmerich with it right side, drives the lane, gives off wide open as Danner, and his shot's up and good. And the Concord Minutemen, for the first time tonight, have taken the lead. Wow. Westview had been up 10, as many as 10. But Concord very aggressively, offensively and defensively, have come back in this fourth quarter and taken the lead 41-39. Elijah Hales brings it up for the Warriors. He hits Charlie Yoder at the free throw line. Charlie tries to drive. He'll put up a runner, miss. Rebound knocked off the body of Rensberger into the hands of Collier. Now out front to Elijah Hales, right side to Josh Hostetler. The Warriors fortunate to keep it in their hands on that play. Elijah driving it toward the basket, has it knocked away, but he's fouled. Should be a shooting foul. It will be for Elijah. And a chance for the Warriors to tie this ball game up. Halliburton picks up the foul. That'll be his second tonight. Elijah with 7 points. And now 8 as he hits his free throw and pulls the Warriors within 1. Warriors were up 14-11 after the first period. At halftime, they took a 3-point lead into the locker room, 24-21. And now they tie it up at 41-41 as Concord has come back in this fourth quarter. Elijah hits them both. 41-41, 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go in this ball game. It's been a good one. Denzel Halliburton with the ball for Concord. He'll hit Magnuson. Concord's kind of spreading it out a little bit on offense here. Taking their time. Now being trapped is Emmerich. He gets out of trouble, throws it inside. They were going for the jam, and it went through the hands of Mitchell, and Westview has it back. That could have turned things around for the Minutemen, as that would have lit up this gym. Hales right side with it in the corner now for Westview. Pull it back out front and then give off to Josh Hostetler. Josh on the wing, inside to Collier. Collier fights out of trouble and gives out to Josh Hostetler out front. 2:25 to go in the contest. 41-41, we're all tied up. Elijah down the lane, puts it up, and he's fouled again. That'll be a 2-shot foul once again for Elijah Hales. Grant Magnuson picks up his second foul tonight. Elijah with 2 shots coming his way and a chance to untie this ball game, and he misses the first. He'll get one more. What a ball game it's been. And Hales hits his second free throw to make it 42-41 Westview. Marvell Danner gets it in the hands of Halliburton. Now out front over to come to Mitchell. Mitchell down low to Magnuson. Almost had it knocked away. He goes for the bucket, puts it up, misses a shot, gets his own rebound, tries to put it back up, but he's held. If it was Charlie, that'll be number 5. But it wasn't. It was against Nick Rensberger, and that'll be his third. Magnuson going to the free throw line with 7 points, all coming in this second half. And he ties it up. He'll get one more. 2:03 to go in the game. 42-42. Second shot by Magnuson. In and out, no good. Rensberger with a rebound. Back come the Warriors trying to untie it. Hales out front, bounce passes it left side to Charlie Yoder. Charlie way out front. Gives off left side to Elijah Hales. Hales, backdoor to Rensberger. He'll put it up and miss the shot. Cedric Mitchell actually jumped over him as Nick Rensberger, as you'll see on the video when it gets up. Nick was bent over and Cedric Mitchell came right up over his head, but committed the foul in the process, his second. Hales will inbound for the Warriors. He'll lob it out front to Charlie Yoder. Charlie looks inside, can't find anybody. He'll get it out of trouble out front to Josh Osteller. He'll take it right side to Nick Rensberger. Rensberger bounce passes it out front to Hales. Minute and a half to go in the game. 42-42. An exciting finish to a great ball game here tonight at Concord. Josh Osteller and Elijah Hales. The Warriors looking for that high percentage shot here late in the ball game. Anybody's game, 42-42, a minute and 10 now to go in the game. Cody Collier out front. The Warriors moving a lot on offense here and just passing the ball until they get a nice open shot. Inside a minute to go. Elijah Hales in the center circle out front. Looks left side. Timeout's called by Rob Yoder with 48.8 seconds to go in the game. It's Concord 42 and Westview 42. And I'll be back right after this 1 minute timeout.
The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka. The Hometown Treasure has been covering the Topeka, Shipshewana communities and the Westview schools for over 14 years. Keep up to date on area and school activities. The Hometown Treasure is a monthly publication published by Laguana Printing, featuring full-color photos and news from all 6 schools in the Westview school system. Also, articles written by local writers, as well as games and contests for children and adults alike. Pick up our latest issue on newsstands or check us out on Facebook or visit our website at thehometown.treasure.com. When you're turning your house into a home, your furniture plays a big part in the finished product. And you'll love the finished products at Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana. Come see the Weaver family. They'll work with you to find a piece that meets your needs or have it custom built just for you. Weaver Furniture Sales is located just south of 5 and 20 in Shipshewana, or visit their website at weaverfurnituresales.com.
And we're back, ready to resume action. 48.8 seconds to go as Westview inbounds it. Westview 42, Concord 42. Elijah Hales with the ball out front. Goes right side to Josh Osteller. Josh way out front now, and he's hawked on defense. In fact, he's fouled by Denzel Halliburton. And for Halliburton, that'll be his third. Josh Osteller will inbound it. Concord in the bonus. Westview will be on the next foul. Hales now with it. 25 seconds to go. Josh Osteller with the ball out front to Hales. We're down to 20 seconds. Hales backs it out now. 15 seconds to go in the game. All tied at 42. Could be looking at overtime. 10 seconds to go. Hale's still a long way from the basket. And he'll pop a three. Oh, it's no good. Tipped up. Concord with it. And he stepped out of bounds with 2 seconds to go. 1.7 showing on the clock, and Emmerich trying to go for that rebound and turn it back the other way. Stepped on the out-of-bounds stripe. Westview will have it underneath, and I look for Coach Yoder to call a timeout here to try to set up a play, and actually the timeout was called by Steve Austin, the Concord head coach. We're going to have a 1 minute timeout. Roger, let's take a 30-second timeout. We don't want to miss anything. Be back after this. And we're back, ready to resume action as the Warriors will take it out underneath their own basket with just 1.7 seconds to go, and let's see what they do. Hales will inbound underneath the Westview basket off to the left. See if we get a lob inside. Elijah looking. You'll lob it to Collier. Collier can't get it up. Oh, they call him for traveling. I thought they were going to call a foul. We're going to go OT. 42-42 after the first, or after regulation. And now the officials are conferring. Let's see what's going on here before we take our break. It appears it's going to overtime, and they do say it is going to overtime. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute right after this with overtime. And we're back, or I'm back at Concord High School. Good to have you along. An exciting ball game tonight. We played regulation and we're tied at 42-42. 4 minutes on the clock as we'll start our first overtime. Cody Collier will jump center. And he'll be matched up with Cedric Mitchell down there. Mitchell just 6'1", but boy can he jump. Of course, we know Cody's jumping ability. The ball is controlled by Concord. Magnuson chases it down and hands it off to Marvell Danner. 3 minutes, 52 seconds to go in overtime. With the ball, Halliburton. He'll drive and put it up from 15. No good. Rebound, Josh Hostetler. He hands it off to Elijah Hales to Charlie Yoder. Charlie playing with 4 fouls. Down low, Collier. He'll give off to Charlie. Now to Elijah Hales. 3.5 minutes to go in overtime. 42-42. Hales looking for help after picking up the dribble. Gives it to Hostetler. Now left side will come to Charlie Yoder. Charlie to Hales. Hales fakes the 3, drives it, gives off to Rensberger. High post right side. Now to Josh Hostetler to Elijah Hales. High on the wing right side. 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the ball game. Westview 42, Concord 42. Charlie Yoder backs it out on the wing right side and pulls it out front on the dribble. He'll give off to Elijah Hales. He'll drive it toward the bucket, puts it up and in off the glass. 12 points now for Hales. 44-42. Westview takes a 2-point lead here in the overtime. 2:45 to go. Marvell Danner has the basketball. He'll go left side to Denzel Halliburton. Halliburton out front. We have a whistle and a push. It's going to be called underneath. And that's going to go against our big guy, Nick Rensberger. Nick with his 4th foul. That'll send Grant Magnuson, the big junior, to the free throw line for Concord and a chance to tie it up. First shot by Magnuson goes, and they'll get the bonus. Magnuson now with 9, all coming after the first half. Second shot in the air, good again. We're all tied up now at 44. 2.5 minutes to go in the overtime. Hales drives it, picks up his dribble left side and pulls it back right side on the pass to Josh Hostetler. Now to Charlie Yoder. Yoder left side on the dribble, now on the pass to Elijah Hales. Hales gets a pick from Collier, stops at the free throw line, gives back to Collier. He'll put it up, have it blocked, and Magnuson comes up with a loose ball. Now Concord a chance to take the lead. With it out front is Marvell Danner. He'll go left side with it to Halliburton. Halliburton to Magnuson. Tries to lob it inside, and Josh Ostetler got underneath. It looked like Mitchell. And Josh will pick up the foul. For Josh, that's personal foul number 2, and that will send Cedric Mitchell to the free throw line, and it'll be double bonus time now for Concord. So Mitchell will have 2. And he hits. That gives Concord a 1-point lead at 45-44 with 1:53 to go in the overtime. Mitchell eyes the basket again, getting set for his second free throw. Misses this time, and Rensberger pulls down the rebound. Outlet pass comes to Elijah Hales. 1:50 to go. Ball knocked away from Josh Ostetler. Now back to Hales. Now Coach Yoder calls out a play from the sidelines, and Hales lobs it inside to Cody Collier on the backdoor, and he hits. 18 points for Cody Collier tonight, and what a big bucket that was. That gives Westview the lead back at 46-45. 1:20 to go in the overtime. Halliburton with it left side on the wing. He's double teamed, slapped away by Hales, but picked up by Magnuson. He'll give off to Danner. Danner drives it down the lane, scoops it up. Good athletic move, misses a shot, and Rensberger with a rebound, and back come the Warriors now with just 60 seconds to go in the ball game. Charlie Yoder, Josh Ostetler lays it in. I thought the Warriors would slow it down, but they got the wide open basket underneath, and they took advantage. The Warriors up by 3, 48-45 with just 45 seconds to go in this overtime. With the ball now is Concord's Mitchell. Mitchell out front with 35 seconds to go, and a timeout called by Steve Austin. Full timeout for Concord with just 36.2 seconds to go. In overtime, it's Westview 48, Concord 45. We'll be back in 1 minute. Concord getting set to inbound it just to the right of their pep band, across from my vantage point here tonight at McEwen Gym. With the ball is Marvell Danner out front. He'll go to Halliburton. Halliburton shoots a 3, misses everything, saved in bounds by Danner, but it's picked up by Cody Collier, and he'll get it to Elijah Hales. 18 seconds. Josh all the way down, puts it up, and a blocking foul against Concord. Josh Ostetler will be shooting 2. Westview up by 3 with 15.9 seconds to go in the overtime, and a chance for Josh Ostetler to add to that 3-point lead. Josh with 2 points coming from the field tonight. Free throws up and good. He'll get one more. 49-45, Westview by 4. Second shot off the back of the iron. No good. Cody Collier with the offensive rebound. He'll get it back to Elijah Hales, who's fouled, and the Warriors it looks like, are going to beat the Concord Minutemen for the first time since 1995 at McEwen Gym. Wow. 49-45. And now 50-49-5 as Hales hits his free throw. Elijah now with 13. What a ball game here tonight. Second shot up. Good. 51-45, Westview by 6 with 11.9 seconds to go, and Steve Austin hasn't given up yet. He's calling a timeout. It's probably going to be a 30. Maybe he has a full timeout. He does have a full timeout left. Roger, I think I need to rest my voice. We'll take a 60.
Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware at the Blinker Light in Topeka is your authorized Maytag, Whirlpool, and Amana dealer. Topeka Do-It-Best has been selling appliances and providing service to the Topeka area for over 40 years. See JJ for your appliance parts. If they're not in stock, no problem. Topeka Do-It-Best will have them the next business day. Topeka Do-It-Best Hardware provides in-store repairs, and they make house calls. If it's worth doing, do it best. Call 593-2973. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service provides handyman repairs and remodeling to the surrounding LaGrange County area, including Goshen, Middlebury, Albion, Kendallville, and Angola. If you're looking to update your kitchen, sometimes it's as simple as changing countertops and adding tile and glass backsplash. It can make your kitchen look brand new. Dale's Dependable Handyman Service, providing quality installation with quality materials. Call Dale at 260-336-9364.
And we're back at Concord High School, where the Westview Warriors have defeated the Concord Minutemen in overtime here tonight by a score of 53-47. And this is the first time that the Warriors have defeated the Minutemen on their home court here at McEwen Gym since 1995. So, oh my goodness, what a ball game it was tonight. The Warriors did have a 10-point lead at one time. Concord fought back and tied it up. In fact, took the lead. Then we went to overtime, tied up at 42-42. The Warriors outscoring the Minutemen in the overtime 11-5 to defeat Concord by a score of 53-47. And what momentum this should be for the Warriors going into next week's sectional as they face the Fremont Eagles. Let's take a look at the scoring for tonight's game. First of all, for the victorious Westview Warriors, they were led in scoring by Cody Collier, who right now is down on the floor being interviewed by Channel 46, who's also doing the game here tonight. And he scored 18 points, all of those coming from the field. What a ball game for Cody. Still doesn't match his high. He had 22 earlier this year against Hamilton, but what a performance by Cody Collier here tonight offensively. Also, as usual, Elijah Hales helped out on offense tremendously. He had 14 points, 10 of those coming in the second half and overtime. Charlie Yoder pitched in 9 points on 2 3-pointers and 3 2-pointers to give him his total of 9 points. Josh Osteller had 3 on a field goal and a free throw, and Nick Rensberger with 4 points from the field and 2 from the free throw line to round out the scoring for the Westview Warriors. We're now turning our attention to the Concord Minutemen. What a battle it was here at Concord tonight. They were led in scoring by Brandon Emmerich, who came in as their leading scorer. He scored 12. 5 of those coming in the second half, 7 in the first half. Cedric Mitchell had 8 points tonight. Anthony Kyle with 2. Denzel Halliburton, their second leading scorer, was held down to just 4 points tonight for Concord. As well as Marvell Danner, he had 4. Jaquan Booth Summers scored 2 off the bench. Nathan Herman had 2 off the bench. And Grant Magnuson rounded out the scoring for Concord by 10 points, with 10 points. So what a game here tonight. Let's look at the scoring per quarter. The Warriors led after the first 8 minutes by a score of 14-11. They took a 3-point lead into the locker room at halftime, leading Concord 24-21. And then in the third quarter, Concord outscored us by a score of 12 rather. I'm sorry, not in the third quarter. Westview still outscored the Minutemen 12-9 in the third quarter. But Concord came back in the fourth quarter to outscore us 12-6 to tie it up after 42-42. But then the Warriors were on fire in the overtime, outscoring Concord 11-5 to defeat the Concord Minutemen here tonight by a score of 53-47 in overtime. That moves the Warriors' record to 16-6 to end the regular season, going into sectional play next week versus Fremont. Concord now finishes their regular season at 8-14 as they will face the Goshen Redskins next Tuesday night over at Elkhart's Northside Gym in the Elkhart sectional. What a ball game tonight. Wish you could have been here to witness it, and we hope you'll watch the game when it becomes when we get it up next week. Glad you could join me tonight for this audio broadcast of our basketball game. So that'll do it for tonight. Once again, the finals tonight, the JV were victorious over Concord 37-34. So they end their season, a very good season for Coach Hales and his JV team this year. 37-34 was their final score, and the Westview varsity defeating the Concord Minutemen here at McEwen Gym for the first time since 1995 in this overtime victory tonight. Westview 53 and Concord 47. So that'll do it for tonight. Our next action will, of course, be the sectional next Wednesday evening, beginning at 5:45, when we'll go on the air for the first game on Wednesday evening versus the Fremont Eagles. Glad you could join me tonight. Once again, the final score, Westview 53 and Concord 47 in overtime. This is Jerry Hosteller. Good night, everybody.
Today's streaming broadcast of Westview Warrior Basketball at LaguanaMedia.com has been made possible by the following gold sponsors: Height Auto Body, Shipshe Service, Riegsecker Marketplace, and Laguana. Silver sponsors were Yoder Insurance, Mercury Wireless, The Hometown Treasure, Quality Floor, Emma Warehouse, Fast Lane Subway, Troyer's Saddlery, Frontline Auto Tech, Yoder's Shipshewana Hardware, Tiffany's Restaurant, Topeka Pharmacy, Weaver Furniture, Topeka Do It Best Hardware, Jerry Standard, Yoder Popcorn, Mike's Automotive Service, Fruit May Funeral Home, and the Brethren Retreat Center. Our individual sponsors have been Tim and Donna Height, John and Leslie Cook, Dan and Dawn Byler, and Jim and Liz Stump. See the schedule on our website for our next streamcast of Westview Warrior Basketball at laguanamedia.com.